to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and join. You are welcome. Sweeter, 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 sweet indeed.
Hey y'all, it's Nicole and I am back with another weekly vlog. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. And if you are a returner, then welcome back. Today is Sunday and I'm actually getting ready to go to work. Today is actually the only day I work this week, thank God. Tomorrow I have a couple of things planned, but most importantly, I'm going to be studying a lot for tomorrow. Tuesday I do have class, but it's more so of a review day because I do have my test coming up on Thursday this week, and this test is on gas exchange and immunity. So we're going to be studying that tonight and tomorrow, really all week. Wednesday, I do have a sim. It's supposed to be one of the harder sims, but we're going to get through it. We're going to study for that as well and practice for that. I may go to Open Lab tomorrow to kind of brush up on some skills for my sim on Wednesday. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have going on this week. Like I said, it is time for me to go to work, so I'm about to head out. I may or may not get some content at work because I really need to lock in, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. This weekend was pretty adventurous. Friday, I believe they dropped that new iPhone and my husband really anticipated on getting it for me. So my husband actually surprised me with it. So I'm gonna do a little unboxing of that and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Hey y'all, so I'm currently at work and I was praying that I was gonna get an easier assignment so that I could study for real, but most definitely not an easy assignment tonight. But it's gonna calm down for the most part, so I'm gonna study. Yeah. What vaccines do we encourage COPD patients to get? We encourage them to get the flu vaccine and the pneumonia vaccine. What are some clinical manifestations of pneumonia? So if the patient has pneumonia, they're gonna have fever, cough, shortness of breath. That's literally the only thing I can think of. Fever, cough, oh yeah, sputum production, chills, because that goes with the fever. Chest pain, increased movements. So yeah, so they're the basic stuff. You're gonna have fever. Ugh, that's my patient, hold on. Okay, I guess she didn't need help with that. So some clinical manifestations of pneumonia are going to be fever. What comes with fever? Chills, they're gonna be coughing, sputum production, chest pain, pleural chest pain. Alright, so what is a risk for any patient taking an antibiotic? A risk for anybody taking an antibiotic is that their body basically fights against the antibiotic, and mainly that they can be allergic to it. What is the primary goal for a patient taking an IV antibiotic? If they're taking an IV antibiotic, the goal is to basically get them transferred over to the PO antibiotic so that they can go home and finish the antibiotic there. What would a patient with pneumonia sputum look like? It's gonna look green and yellow. What adventitious sounds would a patient with pneumonia have, and define them? So if the patient has pneumonia and they have adventitious sounds, you're gonna hear bronchophony. It's basically the same thing as whisper petriloquy, and with that whisper petriloquy, if you put the stethoscope on to in the area of the lungs and you tell them to whisper, you can clearly hear what they're saying with the stethoscope on. Whereas if they didn't have pneumonia, you really won't be able to hear it that well. Same thing for bronchophony. Bronchophony, however you say it. Echophony, that's if you put your stethoscope on them and you tell them to say the letter E and it sounds like A. So those are the adventition sounds you're gonna hear and are specific to pneumonia. What patient is most at risk for developing respiratory acidosis? Respiratory acidosis is your COPD patient. What is the definitive diagnostic test for TB? Acid fast bacillus or AFB test? That's through the blood or the sputum? Sputum. Your TB patients are gonna have fever, cough, night sweats, weight loss, and pleuritic pain. Leukopenia, that is a low white blood cell count. Leukocytosis is an elevated white blood cell count. Hey y'all, it is, I don't know what time it is because my watch is dead, but we are basically through the shift. Did lots of studying, and I actually just finished one of my patients here. This patient has a lot going on, but they're basically what we call a hospice patient. And I don't know. Anytime I see patients, feeling down or, just any sign of low self-esteem, and they're women or even if they're men with hair or whatever the case may be. Particularly this patient had like a really tight ponytail up top, and if y'all don't know, I used to do hair. I've transitioned more over to nails, really transitioned into nothing being in nursing school, but I offered to do her hair, and knowing that, it's almost time for her, it just really was bothering me, knowing that she might not ever get her hair done until, it's time for people to get that final look. So I offered to do her hair. And I don't know, it may be the last time she would be able to get her hair done while she is here, but I just was led to offer to do her hair. So I did that, and we were able to talk. I let her know that I'll be praying for her, and just got to know her a little bit more. Yeah, it's just a constant reminder to just thank God for just like the use of limbs, the being able to even be here and able to work, just having control over my body and the opportunity to just remain in good health. So I don't know, coming here to work is really just a constant reminder of how good God is, and to never take that for granted. So yeah, today's shift was pretty good. It wasn't like the easiest assignment, but I was able to get quite a bit of work done. I studied my flashcards, as y'all saw. I did lots of practice questions, and yeah, I feel pretty good about the information. Of course, I'm going to study more, but yeah, for today's shift, I am pretty much happy with the amount of information I was able to cover with the patients that I had. Had a full load, but yeah, I'm ready to go home and go to sleep. Can't wait to do that. I know I'm gonna be doing my mother-in-law's hair later on today, and I might just stay up and just go to the gym and hopefully get some practice in that lab, but we'll see. I'm doing all this talking, but I love my sleep. I just wanted to come in and check in with y'all. I'll see y'all later. It's a video.
Oh.
Hey y'all, so it is about 2:45 Tuesday morning, and this is exactly why I don't take naps throughout the day. Like today just did not go as planned. After I finished my mother-in-law's hair, I was really still tired. After I finished her hair, I cooked dinner because my hubby is tired of meal prep. So I said, okay, I'm gonna take a break for the next couple of weeks and get back into cooking and stuff. So I cooked dinner, and we sat down to eat dinner, and then try to lay down and watch a movie and take a nap. I woke up. It was like 1 in the morning, and I was on the couch by myself. So he went and got into bed, and I kind of followed suit for a little bit, but there's just too much I need to get done. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to clean my kitchen because I can't stand it. I'm going to clean my kitchen, put up this food, and I'll probably just montage all through that. And then probably go to sleep for a couple of hours and get up around 10 or 11, hit the gym, and then try to go to lab and get some practice in for my sim on Wednesday. And yeah, I just need to study, so I needed to get up and be productive because yeah, these are just some of the cons to working a night shift. Like my sleep schedule is pretty much everywhere, and baby, when I'm sleepy, I gotta go to sleep. So yeah, I did want to come and kind of talk to y'all at some point. So yeah, I'm gonna touch y'all through that. So let's go.
calling me out. Calling me out like the first day. This ain't no first aid. Yeah, 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 you making me new today. Brand new, straight from the fountain of wealth. I put my gift in your hand. Take me from rags to riches in the best way. Ooh, you wait for me. And it seems that you wait for me. No, yeah, you took me from rags to riches. Took me from rags to riches. Oh yeah, and I love it for me. I love it, I love it, I do. Took me from rags to riches. Yeah, took me from rags to riches. Love it for me. Yeah, I love it, I love it, I do. Took me from rags to riches. Took me from rags to riches. Oh yeah, and I love it for me. I love it, I love it, I do. Took me from rags to riches. Took me from rags to riches. I love it for me. Yeah, I love it for me. Yeah, you always spending time with me. Purchasing nothing at a dime on it. Bought me at a price a man can't afford. Taking me to places I ain't explored yet. Heavenly places. No GPS or escaping. No escaping. Yeah, you had everything. Gave it all away and gave me everything. Drip, drip on the cost. Gave us on the sun. Didn't take a loss. You did it for me. Glory on me, fully clothed. Yeah. No designer still unclothed. Yeah. Took me from rags to riches. Rags to riches. Yeah. You wait for me. And it now sees you wait for me. You wait for me. Took me from rags to riches. Took me from rags to riches. Oh yeah, and I love it for me. I love it, I love it, I do. Took me from rags to riches. Yeah, took me from rags to riches. Love it for me. Yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. Took me from rags to riches. Took me from rags to riches. Oh yeah, and I love it for me. I love it, I love it, I do. Took me from rags to riches. Took me from rags to riches. I love it for me. Yeah, I love it for me.
Alright, so it is about 3:47 now, and I am done cleaning and putting up the food. Now I can study. I'm just gonna kind of go through some of the flashcards that I don't feel comfortable with. Depending on how I feel, I might do some practice questions. I don't know. We'll see where I am at about 4:30. Because if I go back to sleep for like another 6 hours, I think I'll be fine for today. And plus, today is like another review day, essentially. So, yeah. Let's do some studying. What room and precautions should a TB patient be in? Those patients are going to be in a negative pressure room and they're on airborne precautions. So that means N95 mask. Type 1, we're talking about immunity now. It's hypersensitivity, allergies or allergens. What is the complication of type 1? That's going to be studying. I'm studying. Yeah, I was going to give myself another 30 minutes. You want to study too? You want to study too? What are clinical manifestations of anaphylaxis and anaphylactic shock? So they're going to be itching, shortness of breath, they could pass out, edema. You want to call 911, give them oxygen. You could give them a steroid too, and treat their blood pressure or just stabilize their blood pressure. So the B cells produce the antibodies. The T cells help fight off the infection. the immunoglobulins is what actually marks them for destruction, okay? And if there's low level of immunoglobulins, if they can't mark them for destruction, then they're more susceptible to diseases or just getting infected. It can lead to immunodeficiencies, making individuals susceptible to infections. Boom, bada bang. All right, so what are two examples of artificial immunity? Just two examples? Yep, because I wrote it. The only one I know is vaccines. But think, what else could they? I don't know. Vaccines. Oh, I would have got that. Immunoglobulin administration. Okay, I didn't know you can give them, okay. So you can give a person artificial immunoglobulins if their body can't actually mark those for destruction. To me, that's kind of like a vaccine, but don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. Okay. What are two examples of natural immunity? Breastfeeding. Listen to how long should you monitor a patient after giving them blood? You want to monitor for like the next hour and check their vitals every 15 minutes. Okay, so it's like 4:30 in the morning. No, it's like 4:33. Went a little bit over, but I did get through all of my flashcards. I'm gonna do some more studying tonight at class, and I'm gonna do some more studying after class while I'm at work. So I'm going back to bed, and I'll see y'all in a few hours.
My channel. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hey y'all, it is about 4:30 on Tuesday. I actually just made it to class. Again, today did not go as anticipated. Woke up around 12:30 and ended up going with my husband to get his hair cut, which means I didn't make it to the gym and I didn't make it to lab today. But I really didn't want to drive separately to class because I don't want to drive by myself to class. Yeah, I just went with him to get his hair cut. And now we're here at school. It's a little early, but we did do some studying. So we went through my flashcards again, feeling really confident with the information. Once we get out of class and done reviewing this class, I will go home and get some rest so that I can go into work. That is what today is looking like. And I may or may not record in class because I do typically like to record the lectures or whatever she goes over in case there's something I need to throw into my study routine. So yeah, that's today. I will see y'all later.
Some soldiers, they stay on the go. Yeah, you won't catch them on Broadway. Boy, I think I'll be at church in the trenches.
Hey y'all, so it is about 7:15 and I'm actually just not getting off work. Like I said before, I came in for like a half a shift from 1 to 7. So today's shift was pretty good. It went by pretty smooth and fast, but it was kind of a crazy assignment. We got through it, so I am going to go home and I'll talk to y'all when I get there. What nursing assessment should be done after administering albuterol to know that it's worked?
Check the breath sounds, listen to the lungs.
Okay. What is asthma? 2 words. Bronchial
Constriction.
Bronchospasm.
Wasn't your turn. That's why you're not in the blog.
Constriction.
And I'd have been sitting there going, what was she yelling at us about? She was yelling about some medication.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Oh, man. Okay. What sounds are considered normal breath sounds and define them? So I'm going to give the first one.
Okay.
Because there's 4. And I'm going to say the definition of what it sounds like, and I'm going to say where it's heard. So the first are harsh and high-pitched, and those are heard over the trachea area. What's the next one?
I want to say vesicular.
Sure. No,
Let her go.
Okay.
But I know the next one, so we're going to let her skip because I didn't know vesicular. Go on.
That is a normal breath sound.
Where is that heard, and what does it sound
The
like?
peripheral of the lungs.
Okay. She said vesicular. What's
Bronchial.
Okay.
In the bronchioli.
What that sound like?
Don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Wheezing.
Is it low or high?
No.
pitched?
High. So the tracheal is harsh. Bronchial is loud. Hers are the low at the bottom, and what's in
Those are
between?
soft.
The bronchovesicular.
Where are those
which are
in the middle.
between the bronchioles and the vesiculars.
I think it's the major bronchi.
It is the major bronchi.
That's but where is that? I need to visualize that.
The
Tracheal,
Vertebrae or
bronchial,
intercostal?
bronchivesicular is like
That's
in
what I
between
read.
here.
The first and second intercostal, and
that
you can
makes
hear them
sense.
from the back.
I think
Yeah,
you hear
those
from
are
the back the
medium.
best.
Low pitch.
Those are medium.
Medium, low pitch. No. Medium pitch and intensity. Low
Same
is
difference. Anyways, like think about like the volume. So harsh is like, okay, that really hurts.
Yeah.
And somebody could be loud. You have medium again, and then you have soft.
That makes it so much easier with the visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that clicked.
Yeah.
Okay.
What vaccines do we encourage a COPD
Flu
patient
and
to get?
pneumococcal.
And then what are some clinical manifestations of pneumonia?
Shoot.
Hey y'all, so it's about 8:50. I didn't get to talk to y'all before coming to sim because I got in and found out that I was going first. So last time I was complaining because I went last and that took forever. But this time I ended up going first, so I didn't have time to kind of show y'all what the room looked like or none of that. Like I had to get all my ducks in a row. But I did sim. It went really good. I feel it was more so focused on like post-operative care. Her hemoglobin was a little low, so one of the tasks was basically to do a blood transfusion. But one of the perks to being a nurse intern is literally I had a patient that got a blood transfusion today. Because her hemoglobin was low. So I got a bit of a refresher prior to coming to sim and knowing that that was one of the tasks I had to do. So it was really good. And again, I do work on a meds. I don't think I've ever said it, but I actually work on a med-surg orthopedic floor. So I deal with fractured hips, broken arms, broken bones, ambulation, post-operative care, all of that. That is literally what I do as a nurse intern on the floor that I work on. So yeah, it was really beneficial having that job as a nurse intern, especially in cases like today where we're doing sims that are tailor-made towards that. Did some studying with my study group as y'all saw prior to. I feel pretty confident. I might go home and do a couple of practice questions, but I don't know. I kind of want to just relax a little bit tonight just so I'm not overthinking everything and stressing. But yeah, that was pretty much today. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk to y'all a little bit before I get home. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Hey y'all, so I just got to school. It is a couple minutes before I go in to take my test. I feel pretty good about the information that's on the test. I just pray that everything is like somewhat straightforward. Got up this morning, did some exercise, and then did a little bit of review, but nothing too heavy because at this point, if you don't know it, you just don't know it. And then I came on to school, so I will talk to y'all after the test. It's about 6 o'clock. I just finished my exam. I really hope it's a pass. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't like as hard as the first one. I don't know really what to say. I'm just ready to get the results back. I don't know. It started getting a little rough at the end. But yeah, finished the test. I'll come back later once I get the results. Y'all, I'm trying to check to see if my grade came out. How I'm supposed to know?
Look for the thing. Oh, whoa.
I'm scared. What? I bet. What that is?
That's an A.
I got a 17.4. 17.4 in my
That's a 97, baby.
I got a 97.
That's a 97.
Stop it. Y'all, hold on. I gotta call my friend. Hey, y'all. So, yes. I got a really good grade. I'm really happy about that. To God be the glory. I was actually out shopping because shopping just relaxes my mind after a test. But I'm gonna go home and watch TV with my husband and just do what he likes to do after tests. So, yeah, that is it for today. I will talk to y'all later. Hey y'all, so today is Friday and I don't really plan on vlogging today even though I got a couple of festivities planned. But I did want to come on here and properly close out this week's vlog. I hope that y'all are enjoying my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, thank y'all for watching and tuning in and stay tuned for another weekly vlog.